Something is transmitting from deep space. An artificial intelligence caught what human scientists missed. Every 16.35 days, a signal fires across 500 million light-years of empty void, bursting for 4 days, then falling silent for 12. Perfect clockwork. Repeating with precision that defies natural explanation. The universe doesn't work like a clock, unless something intelligent made it that way. This is FRB 180916, and we have no idea what's sending it. In 2007, astrophysicist Duncan Lorimer and his student were analyzing data from the Parkes Observatory in Australia, searching for pulsars, the spinning corpses of dead stars. But buried in the static, they found something else. A burst of radio energy, powerful enough to cross billions of light-years, lasting less than a millisecond. Then, nothing. They called them fast radio bursts, FRBs, and they come from random locations in the sky with no clear pattern. Most appear once and vanish forever, like cosmic ghosts. For years, scientists assumed these were one-time catastrophic events, maybe neutron stars colliding, maybe black holes consuming matter, something violent, something final. But in 2016, everything changed. One signal of RB 121,102 repeated. Then it repeated again and again. Whatever was out there, Here's where artificial intelligence enters the story. Telescopes like CHIME in Canada and ASCA in Australia started detecting FRBs almost weekly. But buried in terabytes of cosmic noise, many signals were too faint, too brief, or too complex for traditional algorithms to catch. So researchers at the Berkeley SETI Research Center trained a convolutional neural network, a form of AI, to hunt through massive datasets and identify patterns human eyes would miss. The AI didn't just find more signals, discovered 72 new fast radio bursts that human astronomers had completely overlooked, hidden in plain sight, and then it found the pattern. FRB 180916J0158 plus 65. Repeating every 16.35 days, 4 days of activity, 12 days of silence, like a heartbeat echoing across 500 million light-years. Scientists called it the heartbeat of the universe. But heartbeats come from living things. So what could cause a signal this powerful, this precise, this deliberate? Theory 1. Magnetars. Magnetars are neutron stars with magnetic fields trillions of times stronger than Earth's. These fields can twist and snap, releasing enormous bursts of radio energy. In 2020, a magnetar in our own galaxy emitted a burst that looked like an FRB. Finally, natural explanation. But there's a problem. That magnetar event did unmatch the repeating behavior of deep space. FRBs like 121,102 or 180,916. The pattern doesn't fit. The clockwork precision remains unexplained. Theory 2. Binary systems. Some scientists suggest the signal could be orbiting a compact object, maybe a black hole. The 16.35-day cycle might be an orbital period, with the source only facing Earth during certain points in its rotation. It's plausible, but it's also unsatisfying. Why would an orbital pattern produce bursts of such staggering power? What mechanism could sustain this for years without change? Theory 3. Something else. Another repeater, FRB 121,102, was later found to follow a 157-day cycle. It's active for 90 days, silent for 67. Different patterns, different timings, same mystery. These FRBs are detected from different types of galaxies, some from massive spirals like our own, others from small, irregular dwarf galaxies. There's no unifying environment, no common denominator, which means we might not be looking at one phenomenon. We might be looking at several. Now, we arrive at the question everyone's thinking, but few scientists will say aloud. Could this be artificial? Dr. Avi Loeb, a Harvard astronomer, has suggested that FRBs might be energy beams used to power alien spacecraft similar to solar sails using directed light. It sounds like science fiction. But consider the facts. These signals release energy equivalent to what our sun produces in a century, in just a few milliseconds. That level of power delivered with nanosecond precision across intergalactic distances. And here's the unsettling part. Why would nature repeat a signal with perfect timing? How can a star or black hole pulse so precisely without outside control? The SETI Institute, whose entire mission is to search for extraterrestrial intelligence, hasn't ruled it out. They're watching, waiting, analyzing every burst. Because if even one of these signals turns out to be artificial, everything changes. The universe contains 2 trillion galaxies, each one filled with hundreds of billions of stars. Most of those stars have planets. Some of those planets might harbor life. Somewhere out there, something is broadcasting with power we can barely comprehend. Here's what we know. The signals are real. Over 1,000 FRBs have been detected. AI continues finding more every week. The patterns are real. It's multiple repeaters operating on different cycles, each as precise as atomic clocks. The mystery remains unsolved. Some researchers now believe that all FRBs might actually be repeaters, but some are just far more active than others, like dormant volcanoes that only erupt occasionally. If that's true, then the universe is filled with these transmissions. Thousands of them, maybe millions. All operating on schedules we're only beginning to understand. And artificial intelligence is the only thing helping us keep up. But here's the truly chilling part. FRB 180,916 has the lowest dispersion measure seen yet, meaning it could be relatively nearby, closer than any other detected repeater. And it's coming from the outskirts of a spiral galaxy, 500 million light-years away, a galaxy that looks remarkably similar to our own Milky Way, which means that signal was transmitted 500 million years ago. When Earth was in the Cambrian period, when the most complex life on our planet were trilobites crawling through ancient seas, long before humans, long before dinosaurs, long before anything walked on land, whatever sent that message did it when Earth was still primitive and silent. And if they're still out there, if they're still transmitting, what happens when we finally answer back? The AI continues scanning the sky, learning, evolving, finding patterns in the cosmic noise that we never knew existed. Every day, the mystery deepens. Every discovery raises more questions than answers. If this mystery haunts you the way it haunts us, if you want to follow every new detection, every AI breakthrough, every step closer to the truth, subscribe, because when we finally decode what these signals mean, when we finally understand what S calling to us from the void ULL, want to be here when it happens. The universe is speaking. We're only just learning to listen.